Okay, can I walk? Oh my God. Welcome everybody, I'm Sherlock, your teacher for today's practice. In today's practice, it's going to be a little bit different to our normal sequencing. I've been suffering with a little bit of back pain this week. When I say a little, it's a lot. I've pretty much been rendered ground bound, if you'd like. So I figured whilst I did my practice to help alleviate a little bit of the pain, I might as well record it and share it with you guys so that if you feel some back pain in the future or now, you can use this video anytime to help you manage the pain and maybe alleviate a little bit of stress. So let's get straight to it. Join me as we begin. So coming into a tabletop position, neutral tabletop position, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, and just at your own pace, gently, you want to lower the belly on the inhale, so deep inhale into the pelvic floor, lower the belly, splay the collarbone very gently, especially if you're suffering from any back pain right now. And on the exhale, draw the navel to spine and very gently round into the upper back. You'll also feel this in the lower back, so that's where my pain is and that's where I'm going to be working to. So it is important throughout this practice that we engage our lower abdominals, because that is where our support comes from for our spine. So inhale, lower the belly, reach up through the collarbone, and exhale, drop the tail round into the upper back. Inhale, lower the belly, breathe into the collarbone, and exhale gently round into the upper back. Good. Just do a couple more here at your pace. And exhale. Last one, lower the belly. And exhale, round the spine. Good, coming back to neutral. Now tucking the toes, we're going to very gently come up into our downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. So tuck the toes, make sure your arms, your hands are shoulder widths apart, and on the exhale, push up through the palms and gently raise the tail to the sky. Remaining on your toes, if that works for you. And we're going to draw the elbows out, the shoulder blades down the back, engaging that lower core, the lower abdominals to support the lower back, tucking the tail. And if it's in your practice, draw the heels to the earth as far as you can. You understand when you're in a little bit of back pain, it can be a bit daunting to move because you might be a little bit worried that you're going to tweak something. As long as we're moving mindfully and very gently, you should be able to find a little bit of relief. I'm a very big believer in continuously moving. Definitely have a bit of a lay day and relax a little bit, because we need to rest in order to heal. But if we rest for too long, we start to experience a little bit of atrophy, so our muscles start to shut down and become weak. So taking a deep inhale here into the pelvic floor, up into the collarbone, and as you exhale, feel a little bit of sensation, a little bit of stretch through the hamstrings. Beautiful. Last breath here. Strong in that lower core. Good. Gently wave forward a little bit, lower the knees to the ground. We're going to come into Cobra Pose, so Bhujangasana. Lower the belly to the earth. Draw the hands to just in front of the shoulders. And on the inhale, we're going to lengthen through the lower back and lift up through the chest. And exhale, gently lower down. Breathing into any sensations. Inhale, gently lengthening the lower spine and lift. And exhale. One more time, and this time we're going to hold it for 3 breaths. Lengthen through the lower spine on the inhale. Push up through the chest. And exhale, gentle navel to spine, slight pelvic contraction. Beautiful. When we're sitting all day, our spines are going in the opposite direction to what they should. So these little back bends are a great way to enliven the lower spine and strengthen those back muscles. Last breath here. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. Lower down gently. Just rest here for a moment. Pop your hands underneath your forehead. Beautiful. Push up through the hands. Come into a kneeled position, just very briefly, as we roll over onto our hips and come to find supine position. So we're going to very gently lower our spine to the mat. Very, very gently, especially if you've got a little bit of discomfort. Find a little bit of peace here. Catch your breath if you need to. Just take a little breather here. Wonderful. Now with the soles of our feet on the mat, knees are pointing to the sky. Draw the right ankle to the left knee. Weave the right hand behind the left thigh, lifting the foot off the mat. We're coming into a supine pigeon pose, so a nice gentle stretch for the hip flexors here. So flexing the left foot, pushing through the heel, push through the back of the left hamstring into the palms of the hands to give yourself a little bit of resistance there. Build a little bit of strength in the hamstring, but also feel the stretch through the right glute and the right hamstring. Take 3 breaths here. Inhale, breath blossoms from the base of the spine. And exhale. Gently draw the navel to spine, slight pelvic contraction. Pigeon is my favorite pose. So not being able to maneuver my body into the normal pigeon, supine pigeon is just a beautiful release. Last breath here. Beautiful. Gently lower the left foot to the mat. Release the right foot to the mat. Find a little bit of an adjustment here. Preparing ourselves for the other side. So drawing the left ankle to the right knee this time. Weaving the left hand behind the right knee. Lifting the right leg off the mat. Flexing the right foot. Pushing through the heel. Finding a little bit of resistance in that right hamstring as you push it into the palms. Feeling the stretch through the left glute and the left hamstring this time. Feel free to close down the eyes. Take a deep inhale into the pelvic floor. Feel into the stretch in the left glute and hamstrings. Exhale through the mouth. Make a sigh if it makes you feel better. One more breath here. Breath blossoms from the base of the spine into the collarbone. And as you exhale, followed by slight pelvic contraction, draw the navel to spine. Good. Gently lower the right foot to the mat. Gently lower the left foot. Coming into our supine twist now, supine spinal twist. There's a couple of ways we can do this one. You can bring both knees together and bring your arms to cactus and gently lower both knees at the same time to the right. Take a few breaths there, and using the lower abdominals, draw the legs back up to center, and do again on the other side. So gently lowering down to the left, making sure the shoulders are grounded, and inhale, bringing them back up to center. Or you can go for a deeper twist, so extend the left leg out long, and with the left hand on the right knee, draw the right leg across the body. Breathing into the side twist there, yeah. Feel that through the right hip flexors, the right side body. Right shoulder is grounded. Inhale deep into the pelvic floor. Exhale, breath draws the navel to spine. If it's in your mobility today, so if you don't feel a lot of strain, you can draw your gaze over to the right side towards the right palm. Right arm is cactused, or you can reach the right arm out straight. Whatever speaks to you right now. Let's take a few breaths here. Often when we sit in our chairs all day long, we forget to engage our lower abdominals, and our hamstrings turn off as well. So breathing into these stretches helps to enliven the hamstrings, particularly if you're doing the knees together, supine twist. You'll notice the engagement in the lower abdominals, so that's a good strengthening movement for your spine. Last breath here. Good. Drawing the right leg back to center. Release and extend it out long. Take a little breath here. Inhale, draw the left leg to your chest, and on the exhale, with the right hand on the left knee, draw the left leg across the body. Shoulders are squared, left shoulder is still grounded on the floor. Feeling into the twist, into the stretch in the side body along the left hip flexors. And if it's in your movement today, you can draw your gaze out over the left palm. And close down the eyes if it makes you feel nice. Last breath here. Beautiful. Gently release. Coming back to neutral, coming back to center, extend the left leg out long. We'll take a short little moment here, a little tiny shavasana, because it was only a short practice, but it's just enough to keep us and our movement in check. Because like I said, we don't want to atrophy while we're trying to heal at the same time. So small little bouts of gentle movement will help improve that. So reach the legs out long. Allow the feet to fall to the sides of the mat. Draw the arms away from the body, allowing room for the pits to breathe. Gently tuck the shoulders under the chest, and there's a slight tilt of the chin away from the chest to encourage the natural spine, the natural curve of the spine. And as we breathe into this shavasana, take a moment to draw your attention to the sensations throughout the body. So if you're feeling lower back pain or distress, draw your attention to that sensation. Now draw your attention to a part of the body where there is no sensation. Recognize that as you draw your attention to the sensation, that's where your focus goes. And as you draw your attention to a part of the body where there is no sensation, notice your focus moves away from that pain or the sensation. It's a lovely, gentle exercise in awareness. You can be aware of the sensation, and that will draw your focus there, or you can choose to draw your focus to a part of the body where there is no sensation. Just practice doing that for the next minute or so. Gently bring your attention back to your breath. Notice any areas of sensations or pockets of discomfort, pockets of ease perhaps. Gently wriggle the fingers and the toes. Rock the head from side to side. When you're ready, you can roll to one side and observe. If you are in recovery and you wish to remain in a supine position, please do so. I invite you to do so. If you need to come out of the practice now, push up through the palm of the hand, come up to seated. Find a comfortable seat. Draw the arms overhead, palms together. Exhale to heart center in honor of all that you are. Namaste. So there you go. Hopefully that has given you a little bit of movement for the day, especially if you're in recovery and you're trying to heal and relax and rest. I hope with this practice you'll be able to come back to this if you ever experience any lower back pain. Hopefully you walk away from your mat today with a little bit of relief. Or maybe you're just going to remain on your mat if you're not able to walk. That was me a couple of days ago. Thank you very much for joining me for this practice. If you found value in it, please hit the like button. If you know of anybody who may benefit from a lower back pain yoga practice, please share this with them. And if you haven't already, subscribe and hit the little bell so that you don't miss any of our new uploads. Until Wednesday, in your space, at your own pace. Namaste. Very slowly right now. Let's try that again.